Yup. Here with the next chapter of Gears of War, the card game, chapter 3. You know how we do about this time. Alright. Looks like we add a wall in this chapter. So maybe 4 walls running this time. And then fish in a barrel. Actually, no. Okay, all low walls. So no +1/+1 benefit this time. Put that to the side. Alright, so if the COG player claimed Chapter 2, the Locust player doesn't use the Grenadier Elite command card. So if the COG player claimed Chapter 2, which I did, Daniel is the Locust player right now. In the spirit. Alright, take cover. Alright, Delta. We've got heavy fire from multiple directions and no support available. The only way this is through forward. The only way out of this is through forward. Okay, my bad. Lieutenant Min Young Kim. Command Onyx Guard, Theron Elite, and Grenadier Elite. So, if the COG player claimed Chapter 2, the Locust player doesn't use the Grenadier Elite. So, COG player claimed it, so Locust player doesn't use the Elite. So they use the Theron Elite. Right? And then I guess some Onyx Guard. And then we'll move Hardened Marcus out of there. A lot of cards in that deck. And then I guess we'll move, because these say Chapter 2. Dig the commander out. Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much because I don't see. Oh, right there. Emergence Hold, my bad. First card on the top. All right, so we'll pull these to the side for right now, the Chapter 2s. Chapter 3. And then we'll go ahead and read what's in that page too. All right, so we did all that stuff last time. Okay, new rules. Moving into enemy cover. Okay, enemy cover. Nice. Alright, players will need the next 5 cards to play this chapter. These cards are labeled Chapter 3. Moving into enemy cover. Units in their player side of cover are in friendly cover. When you declare a direct attack, you may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. Wow. When you declare a direct attack, you may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. When a friendly unit in enemy cover deals damage to an enemy unit or direct damage to the enemy player, increase the damage by 1. Okay, so kind of like a high wall. Units in enemy cover may be attacked as if they were in friendly cover. Units in enemy cover are still affected by any rules on the friendly side of the cover, and they count as occupying it. And when a friendly unit in enemy cover is dealt damage, increase the damage by 1. Alright, that's quite a bit to wrap my head around. Let's read all of that again. Players will need the next 5 cards to play this chapter. These cards are labeled Chapter 3. Alright, first let's deal with that. Chapter 3. We're not using that one. Put that to the side. 1, 2, 3. 3 for me. 4 for thee. But it said 5 though. But it looks like it's more like 7. Okay, whatever that means, I don't know. Whatever that means, I'm not sure. Alright, moving into enemy cover. Units in their... Let's dead the music for a second. Units in their player's side of cover are in friendly cover. Yeah, you know, that's what we got markers, man. Sharpies. Well, I mean highlighters. Okay, units in their player's side of cover are in friendly cover. Friendly cover. Their player side. When you declare a direct attack, you may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. Direct attack may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. When a friendly unit in enemy cover, friendly unit in enemy cover deals damage to an enemy unit. Okay, yeah, now this is getting all mind warpy now. Deals damage to an enemy unit or direct damage to the enemy player. Increase the damage by 1. Okay, I think I got that. And units in enemy cover may be attacked as if they were in friendly cover. Okay. Units in enemy cover are still affected by any rules on the friendly side of cover as they count as occupying it. When a friendly unit in enemy cover is dealt damage, increase that damage by 1. Okay. This is something you don't have to do, but it's something you can do. I guess it lets you occupy more spots. When a friendly unit in enemy cover. Friendly unit, enemy cover, dealt damage, increase that damage by 1. Alright, let's pick this up. Alright, the Locust player declares a direct attack with the drone and moves into enemy cover. Drone, direct attack. If the attack is not blocked, the cog player will be dealt 3 direct damage. If the attack is not blocked, the cog player will be dealt 3 direct damage. If the sergeant blocks, it will deal 4 damage to the drone. Alright, cut the music again. The Locust player declares a direct attack with the drone and moves it into enemy cover. If the attack is not blocked, the cog player will be dealt 3 direct damage. If the sergeant blocks, it will deal 4 damage to the drone. If the sergeant blocks, it will deal 4 damage to the drone, but will be dealt 3 damage in return. So you move into enemy cover. You move into enemy cover first. You move into enemy cover before the damage step. Cool. When you declare direct attack, you may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. Bet. Alright, so that's all for chapter 3. That's the new rules. And then it says players will need the next 5 cards to play this chapter. What the hell are the next 5 cards when it's 7 cards? See, they should have just, they could have easily listed the next 5 cards. They really could have did it. Okay, let's read these. Wretch Ambusher, Wretch Horde, Rearguard. Sniper Drone, Wretch Horde, Wretch Ambusher. I picked those 2 for them. And then I picked Rearguard and Engineer for me. So what are they talking about 5 cards, man? Got to proofread your game 2 or 3 times before you send it out, man. Engineer, 2 Rearguard. Wretch Horde and Wretch Ambusher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. How does that equal 5 cards, even if you do discounting the multiples? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are they talking about 5 cards? Players will need the next 5 cards. List the 5 cards, stupid. Man, I hate stupidity, man. Whatever. We'll just kind of keep it moving. All right. Anyway, all right, we'll crank it back up. All right, we'll just ignore that 5 cards, and it's just the 7 cards that we're adding in. All right, so we'll add these into my deck. It looks like I'm Onyx Guard for my commander this turn, this round, this chapter. Add these into my deck. Chapter core, chapter 2. Do I take the chapter 2 stuff out or? No, I think I added some chapter 2 stuff in. I'm not even sure. I have a few chapter 2 cards in here. I think these got added, but we're just gonna play with them in there. And then we got the Wretch Ambusher, the Wretch Horde. We'll add those in. Man, it's still kind of early in the campaign, so we got to get everything right. Chapter 2. Do you take the all chapter 2 cards out once you're done with chapter? Taking the hunter, taking the player suppressed. Second fade. Okay, the campaign. Okay, each chapter is played in the best of 3 games format. After players win the game, reset the game, and play it again, shuffling both players' discard piles back into the deck. The first player to win the game is victorious and claims the chapter. After the campaign progresses and fighting intensifies, new rules will be introduced into the game. Once a rule is introduced, it remains for the remainder of the campaign. To prepare for Chapter 1, take the next 16 cards and separate them into the Cog and Locust cards. Each player shuffles the new cards into their existing decks for the tutorial to create their core deck. Players will use their core deck throughout the entire campaign. Chapter 1. Set up in the first turn. Place the cover listed on the scenario card on the battlefield, face up, along with each player's command cards. Each player now makes sure that they have all the cards they need for the deck, shuffles them and places them face down, and draws their starting hand of 5 cards. Now determine which player has the first turn by comparing the initiative value on the command cards. Yeah, make sure I highlight that again. First turn, initiative value on the command cards. From now on, unlike the tutorial, only 1 deployment phase is played during the first turn. The start and end of a turn. The start of each turn takes place before any actions are taken that turn. The end of each turn takes place after all actions are taken. The end of the chapter. After one player has won the chapter, players should collect all the cards into their deck together, shuffle them, and remove all cards from the battlefield to set up for the next chapter. At the end of each chapter, all command cards are returned to the box and will not be used during the current campaign. The players will use new command cards during the next chapter. Yeah. Player with the highest initiative goes first. Command cards, we got that. Chapter 2. Let's just read the end of chapter 2. Some chapters will add unique cards to the deck known as chapter cards. These cards are shuffled into the deck during setup and will be removed after the chapter ends. Like command cards, chapter cards will not be used in the campaign. Again in the campaign. Chapter cards will not be used again in the campaign. Alright, making sure about this before we proceed. Chapter cards have that little thing right there. Chapter core. Looking for that C. Even if it's chapter 2, is it a C? See that chapter 2, but it's not a chapter with the C there, so I think it's good. Just making sure, because this is the first thing that this is the first time we're actually adding cards from the last chapter, like, and keeping on going on. So chapter, but that's chapter core. Wretch Pack. We chose Wretch Pack, I believe. And then chapter, Wretch Pack. Okay, yeah, because this is this is chapter core. Chapter 2. Man, I don't know. I don't like this at all. Wretch Pack, Alpha Wretch. Chapter 3 reinforcements. Yeah, this is why, man. I'm not so fond on the solos like this, because, I don't know. Okay. Yep, and that's not even a C, that's really just things. Like command cards, chapter cards will not be used again in the campaign. Some chapter cards will add unique cards to the deck known as chapter cards. These cards are shuffled into the deck during setup and removed after the chapter ends. Multi-blocking, I kind of forgot about that. Okay, the call play. Before playing, players should take the next 14 cards. These are labeled chapter reinforcements 3. Chapter reinforcements 3. Chapter reinforcement 3. Chapter reinforcement 3. Core. But how's it a core card? Core Wretch Pack. And then chapter 2 Alpha Wretch. card 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Players should take the next 14 cards. These are labeled Chapter 3 reinforcements. These are reinforcement cards. Before playing Chapter 3, each player must choose between 2 sets of reinforcement cards to add to their core decks. Once a reinforcement card has been added to the deck, it will not be removed. Well, then what the hell does it have a C on it for? What the hell does it have this for on it when it's not going to be removed, when they just said that chapter cards would be removed? It just said, like command cards, chapter cards will not be used again in the campaign. Chapter cards have this fang on it. But then it goes along to contradict itself by saying, once a reinforcement card has been added to a deck, it will not be removed. And cards that are not added at this time will not be used during the current campaign. Reinforcement cards have the fang on there. It's like, be clear with your rules, man. I hate it. Once a reinforcement card has been added to a deck, it will not be removed. Okay, so reinforcements are the exception to the Fang cards, to the chapter cards, they could have said. Okay, chapter core, that has to stay in there, I believe. Alpha Wretch Pack. Maybe this goes away. Alpha Wretch, maybe. Wretch. Thinking since it says chapter 2, we remove it. Then in the blue deck, we don't have any of that stuff, I don't think. But this is a chapter 2 frag out card, though. Yeah, I'm leaving all of this in because it might help somebody else who's going through a playthrough and gets confused. Okay. Players should take the next 14 cards. These cards are labeled chapter 2. Okay, let's look for red highlights. Like command cards, chapter cards will not be used again in the campaign. So we're just gonna take that and we're gonna take out everything that says chapter 2. Even though I think I added this at the end of the campaign. I mean at the end of the last chapter because they told me to. Chapter 3 reinforcement, okay. They don't have the fangs on them, but they do have that though. When do we add that frag out and stuff at? Command cards. Set up in first turn. Yeah, we'll just put those to the side, I guess, man, because, yeah. All right, go over this multi-block, and then we'll just start it over again. A player may block a direct attack with more than one unit in reserve. The attacking unit deals damage to all blocking units equal to their attack value. All. The blocking units deal damage to the attacking unit equal to their combined attack values. Alright, so that's multi-blocking. And disposable are tokens. They should be kept to the side until the special rule. Yeah, tokens. Alright. So yeah, from my understanding, I think we're good to go. Fish in a barrel, all low walls, and then you can move when you direct attack. When you declare a direct attack, you may move the attacking unit to the enemy side of cover. So it sounds like you can have 2 units on the wall now. Messed up my freaking thing. All right. Starting as usual, about 20 minutes into the video, but that's usual. Commander, core, 3 reinforcements, 3 core, reinforcement 3 core. Okay, shuffle that. Core, parkour. That's what she said. All right, shuffle. Cog deck, locust deck. Move these to the side before they confuse the crap out of me. Taking these chapter 2 cards out, maybe I'm not supposed to. I might have picked them up during the last game, I don't know. But it sounds like you're supposed to remove them. Got our 3 walls. We'll read the commanders. Okay, read that. Command, Theron Elite or Grenadier Elite. And then Onyx Guard. I just have one option. Okay. When a friendly unit moves into enemy cover, before the enemy player declares any blocking units, you may choose an enemy unit in reserve. The chosen unit is suppressed. Did I write the definition of suppressed down? No, I did not. Suppressed. When a unit in reserve is damaged but not killed, it becomes suppressed. When a unit is suppressed, rotated 90 degrees clockwise, a suppressed unit can perform an action or be used to block an attack. Units in cover can't be suppressed. At the beginning of any player's turn, any of the units that are suppressed are rotated back, and units that move into cover as a result of an attack don't become suppressed even if they suffer damage during the attack. When a unit in reserve is damaged but not killed, okay. Get another color. Suppressed. Damaged, but not killed in reserve. Tapped. All right, real quick, let's go over the rules again. Must do one thing per the triple D phase: draw, discard, or deploy. 5-card opening hand. There's units, tactics, and reactions. Reactions can only be played after like an attack has occurred. A player may only deploy a card if the number of cards in their hand, including the one being deployed, a top left deployment value. Mac Dre phase. Each unit may activate one time. That's a may, but must on the triple D phase. There is counterattacking. Move into cover if unoccupied. No unit there either side. And then attack into cover from reserve. Kill opponents. Move into a spot if you kill it. And then direct attack from cover. Mill 2 to hand. Mill 2 to hand from the deck to the hand for an unblocked attack, regardless of the power of the attack. And then reserve, aka Pokemon bench, can block. Damaged but not killed, you get suppressed, which is tapped, and I wrote that twice. And then untap at upkeep. And then units never tapped at a wall. Deploy keyword is only when hard casted, not for graveyard in such effects. Then you do triple D phase 2, and then that's the thing of the game. Exclamation point only after an attack. Defender may play one first, and then attacker may play one second. And then attacker may play an exclamation even if the defender plays no reaction. And then attacker may also play a reaction if there's no blocking unit. And then lose con is to have no deck to draw from. And then best of 3 games wins chapters, but I'm just doing one game. All right, nice synopsis. I need to put this on BGG.com, which I'm gonna do. But yeah. All right, I think we're ready to go. 30 minutes of preliminaries, but maybe once chapter 4 rolls around, there'll be less of that. With any hope. We'll just put that deck there. My deck here. Highest command value goes first. I got to read theirs. At the start of your turn, the enemy players dealt 1 direct damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover. At the start of your turn, the enemy players dealt 1 direct damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover. For each friendly unit in enemy cover. Yeah, so friendly unit in enemy cover. Oh, no. So their units in my cover, I'm dealt 1 direct damage, which means I have to... Yeah, I gotta define direct damage. Mill 1 card, or do I have to block? Yeah, I probably gotta either block or take 1 direct damage. And then that mills me 2 cards. I think that's how it goes. All right, but anyway, we'll just figure that out in a second. Okay, might as well throw this to the side. Yeah, highest command goes first. I go first. Get my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's this? A little more play space. Okay. All right. Bench. Commander. Commander. Discard. Scoot these back a little bit. It's not a lot of space right here. Why I got another thing, but can't really use it right now. All right, so I'm going first. That's their hand. It's their hand. Back row. Reserve. Still need to move this up a little bit. Yeah, there's really ain't enough space, but we'll deal with it for now. What's out the way? Okay, it's their hand, their commander. Okay, going first. Triple D phase. I get 1 the first turn, so I can draw, discard, or deploy, which I will choose to. And then here's my hand. Could lay my hand out too. All right, so I got 5 in hand. I could draw, discard, or deploy. Deploy. When this unit is in reserve, when you deploy a troop unit, you may draw a card. So we'll keep you in reserve. So you deploy into reserve. So I'll deploy. Man, this space is not big enough. Deploy into reserve. So you're there. I had 5 cards in hand. I could do that. So now I go to Mac Dre phase. Move into cover. If unoccupied, attack in the cover. Can do. Each unit may activate 1 time. Move in the cover. Attack in the cover. And direct attack from cover. So since I'm in reserve, I want this guy to stay in reserve. So I'll just keep him in reserve and I won't do anything on there. And then you don't get a triple D2 phase the first turn. All right, so now go to their turn. Triple D1, draw, discard, or deploy. 5 drop right there. Can't really even see that stuff. Might be able to tad better. All right, so, and you know, I can do it like this. Kind of like a Scrabble thing. All right, so they got a 5 drop. When this unit is attacking into cover, it gains +3/+3. So they will want to do that. They'll deploy right there. And then they'll go to their Mac Dre phase, move in the cover, attack in the cover from reserve. So they'll attack in the cover from reserve. And then that's +3/+3. So now it's a 4/4 attacking into here. So that would be a direct attack. I could block if I wanted to. And then I got a 3/3 on their 4/4. I could spend the reaction card. And then a friendly unit gains +2/+2. You may draw a card. Attack. Move in the cover. If unoccupied, no unit in either side. Attack into... Oh, there's nothing in the cover, so they can't attack in the cover. Right? Direct attack. Yeah, you can only direct attack from cover. You kind of highlight that too. Direct attack from cover. Yeah. All right. Okay. So they deployed, and then if they want a direct attack, they got a direct attack from cover. So if they move into cover, then they're gonna suck because they get +3/+3 while this unit is attacking into cover from reserve. So that wants to stay in reserve too. Okay, so they don't want to do anything like that. They just want to stay in cover. They want to stay in reserve to attack into cover to be buffed up. So they'll just go to their triple D phase 2, which is draw, discard, or deploy. So they want to get back to 5. So I take it that they'll just draw. They got a 3/5, which they can cast next turn if they want to with the deploy effect. All right, goes back to me. I can triple D, draw, discard, or deploy. Man, this thing is... Yeah, I need to use my thing that I bought, but... All right, that's slightly better. Yeah, it's a lot better. There we go. All right. Triple D, draw, discard, or deploy. I got 4 in hand. Oh no, this guy's new. So all right, so no, this guy is in there. Man, this thing was slightly bigger. There we go. All right, this guy's in reserve. This one is in reserve. I got 4 in hand. Oh, while this unit is in reserve, when you deploy a troop unit, then I may draw a card. Which one is a troop unit? Fresh recruit. This one is not a troop. All right. And then my power is while a friendly unit moves into enemy cover before the enemy declares any blocking units, you may choose an enemy unit in reserve. The chosen unit is suppressed. Okay. Man, let's look up what a troop unit. Let's see if we see a troop unit. What is a troop? Command unit, troop. Okay, troop has that symbol. This is a troop. Cool. All right, yeah, so we'll go ahead and cast this with any amount of cards in hand. Put you into reserve. While this unit is in reserve, when you play a troop unit, you may draw a card. I'll draw a card from that effect. Got that in hand. Cool, so that's my triple D1. I deployed. Go into my Mac Dre, move into cover, or attack into cover, or direct attack from cover. So I'll go ahead and move Fresh Recruit into the wall. So move into cover. That was my Mac Dre phase. Go into my triple D phase where I can draw, discard, or deploy. I will go ahead and draw again. Yeah, draw, discard, deploy. Yeah. Yep, do that. All right, so I drew. Got an 8-drop. Need a lot of cards in hand to play that. And... man, let me see. At the start of your turn, the enemy players dealt 1 direct damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover. They don't have any, so cool. Gotta like put a reminder on there for friendly unit and enemy cover. Yeah. All right, so enemy turn. Their triple D1, draw, discard, to deploy. They'll want to deploy this 5-drop. All right, and that is 3/5 in hand, 3/3. Deploy, you may discard a card. If you do, you may deal 2 damage to an enemy unit in reserve or cover. If the discarded card was a sniper drone, kill the enemy unit instead. Okay, you may discard a card. If you do, you may deal 2 damage to an enemy unit in reserve or cover. If the discarded card was a sniper drone, kill the enemy unit or whatever instead. All right, so let's see if they want to do that. They can knock that out. So do they want to do that? They don't have a sniper drone. So let's see if they want to do that. Deploying that. Do they want to do that? +3/+3. That could be good. Friendly unit gains +2/+2, and you may discard a card. I think they will discard this to deal 2 damage to my guy right here. Okay, so now they did that. And then reactions are only after attacks, right? Okay, only after an attack. Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's a fool. All right, so this guy has to die. I can't do anything about it because he didn't attack. Yep. Would have liked to play my heroism, but I couldn't do it because it wasn't after an attack. Womp womp. All right, so that was their triple D1. Now they go into their Mac Dre, move into cover, attack into cover, or direct attack from cover. So I got nobody on cover, so they'll move into cover right here. Move into that wall. Attack in the cover. Okay, they moved into cover. That's what they did. Now they go to their triple D2. Draw, discard, to deploy. Draw, discard, to deploy. They're pretty versatile, so they will deploy another wretch pack with 3 in hand. They got 2 cards on the bench now. Okay, my go. My triple D1, draw, discard, to deploy. I will... Draw, discard, to deploy. Draw, discard, to deploy. We got 5 in hand. Let's try to keep playing so I can play my Elite Armadillo. Let's keep drawing. And then I got a bunch of 6 draws too, so let's keep drawing. Draw. Got a 3/4 drop. Draw. Discard, deploy. Mac Dre, move in the cover, attack in the cover, or direct attack from cover. I could go my 3/3 into their 3/3, and then I would take their spot in the wall, to take that spot in the wall. And then when you direct attack, which is from cover, then you can go to friendly, go into enemy cover. Okay, so I want this guy to really just stay where he's at. So I will just fall back. So I'm not going to do like anything for my Mac Dre phase. But I go to my triple D2. And I will deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 in hand. So I'll go ahead and get rid of this guy with the ETB. I will play the... Man, you know what? I will actually go ahead and do the scout to draw 2 more cards. So 6 in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the scout. Play the scout into reserve. And it's a troop. It just so happens to be a troop. I didn't even recognize that. And then I get to draw a card from the troop deal from the lieutenant. And then I get to draw 2 cards from Scout's ability. 1, 2. And then that leaves me with just enough to cast the Elite Armadillo, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 4, 8. All right, that was my Triple D2. Now, over to Daniel. Daniel's Triple D1. He could draw, discard, or deploy. He's got 2 in hand. I mean, you know, why fix it if it ain't broke? Let's just deploy. Deploying into the reserve. And then this one has that deploy effect of you may choose an enemy unit in cover and move it into reserve. The chosen unit is suppressed. You may choose an enemy unit in cover and move it into reserve. So I guess unfortunately for them, I don't have anybody in cover, but they'll still probably cast it anyway though. So deploy effect fizzles. That's Triple D1. They Mac Dre. They could everybody gets to activate one time. So they could move into cover. Those want to stay put for sure. They could attack in the cover or direct attack from cover. So nobody's in cover. They can't attack into cover, but they can direct attack from cover. So this one will go ahead and move into cover. This one will direct attack from cover. And then they could actually move into enemy territory since there's no blocker, right? Okay, when a friendly unit when you declare direct attack, you may move the unit to the enemy side of cover. Yeah. Friendly unit. When direct attacking, you may move it into enemy cover. Write that down too. When direct attacking, may move your guy, your attacker, to enemy's wall side. I should have put a chapter 3 right there. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. All right, so they, for the sake of novelty, they will do that. They're swinging, they're moving over here. So now they're swinging 4 instead of just 3. I could just kind of face them all this way, but they're swinging 4 instead of 3 now because they get +1 for being on my side of the wall. Now I can block or I could take the 2 damage to my hand. So I could block, I could multi-block if I wanted to. I definitely don't want to even mess with this. I could play cards if I want to. I could play exclamation point cards. I might want to do that. But I have 8 in hand. I kind of got the perfect number in hand. You know what? No, but then it's going to mess up my numbers if I let them do that. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and block right here. I won't multi-block. I'll just block right here. Block right here. And then I can play the reaction first. I'll play Heroism, which is a friendly unit gains +2/+2. And I may draw a card, which is perfect. I get back to my number. So 4/4 on a 3/3. No, 4/4 on a 4/4. And then I'll go ahead and draw my card now. And then they can play an exclamation mark card. They don't have any. So we'll trade. Both out of there. This one gets discarded. All right, so that one already kind of tapped and came up there. All right, now that was their Mac Dre phase. They'll go to their triple D2, draw, discard, to deploy. Yeah, they better draw. They have no cards, really. All right, that was their triple D2. Now, my triple D1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. I will cast my big 8 drop. Wow. And then this guy, Vanilla 5/5. Mac Dre, move in the cover, attack in the cover, or direct attack from cover. I will, whenever you beat a guy that's in cover, you take their spot at the wall. When you direct attack from cover, then you can move over to their side, though. So what I'm going to do on my Mac Dre phase, I will... That's not a troop, so I don't get to draw a card there. So I'm going to... attack into cover from reserve. So that'll be my 5/5 on their 3/3. Do they want to play a reaction? They don't have any reactions, so that'll be out of there. They could multi-block, right? These guys could add their stuff to block, which would knock them out, so they really wouldn't want to do that. The attacker hits everybody with their full attack. The defender, the multi-blockers add their attack to a combined total of one thing, one number. So they wouldn't want to do that. That'd be kind of stupid. They would get rid of this elite armadillo, but it would wipe out everything they have on the field. They wouldn't want to do that. So this one gets knocked out. Mine would take its spot on the wall. I can't go to the enemy side until I direct attack from cover. The walls are covered. This is the reserve Pokemon bench. All right, so that was my Mac Dre phase. Now triple D2. I have 7 in hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect time to drop a... I could really save this until I get something spicier to kill. But this is cool, though. This is cool with me. I'll drop an airstrike. Oh, no. I thought that was a unit. It looks like a unit. It's really not. Okay. What is this one? Coordinated assault. Choose up to 3 friendly units in reserve or color. Deal damage to an enemy unit in reserve or cover equals to the combined attack value of the chosen units. The card is OP. Alright, I got 7 in hand. Yeah, like, just spend it right now. Kill an enemy unit in reserve. Let's do it. Kill that one. Yep, and then that was my triple D2. Daniel's turn. Draw, discard, to deploy. They can't afford to deploy anything, really. Move a unit in your... They could do Reaver drop. He's kind of in a desperate spot, so could do that. This card is kind of versatile. They don't want to waste that. They want to use that on like an 8 drop. So they won't do that right now. Just draw a card. Draw, discard, or deploy. Let's just draw. All right, got a 3/6. With deploy, kill an enemy unit that is suppressed. Okay. Okay, so that's their triple D1. Mac Dre, move in the cover, or attack in the cover, or direct attack from cover. So from reserve, what you can do is attack in the cover. So they'll be looking at a 4/4 on a 5/5. They wouldn't want to do that. That'll be stupid. So they're not going to do any of those options. Then they'll go to their triple D2. They could draw, discard, or deploy. They'll go ahead and take this opportunity to deploy with this 3 drop. Deploy that in the reserve. My turn. Triple D1. Yeah. And then again, this power is at the start of your turn. The enemy players dealt 1 direct damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover, which they don't have anybody on my side. And then mine is when a friendly unit moves into enemy cover before the enemy player declares any blocking units, then I may choose an enemy unit in reserve. The chosen unit is suppressed. But anyway, okay, triple D1 for me. I got 6. I got plenty of 6 drops. I don't want to waste that because they don't have anybody in cover. And I got other options. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw. Got a 1-3-6. Cool. Then I will Mac Dre. I'll direct attack from cover. So I'll move over to this side for crabs and giggles. So now this is a 6-6 swinging into them, direct attacking. They can double block, they can single block, or they can just take it, which means they'll have to mill 2 to hand. You die when you lose all the cards in your deck and can't draw. All right, so they got a 1-1 and a deuce-deuce. They don't have any reaction cards, so they'll just take the 2 direct damage regardless of the attack power that I'm swinging. They take 2. Plus this is a 6-6 right now. So all right, they drew 2. Drew 2. Looks like nothing really of consequence. All right, so that was my Mac Dre. Go to my triple D2. Draw, discard, or deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Kill an enemy in reserve. Not really worth it. Draw, discard, or deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's get rid of this so we can play stuff next turn. All right, so kill an enemy unit in reserve. We'll get the tricky one over there that attacks. When attacking in the cover, it gets +3/+3. Get that out of there. That was my triple D1, Mac Dre. Moving in cover, attacking the cover, direct attack from cover. Direct attack from cover. So I'll swing another 6. They could block, or they could take the 2 mil. They'll try to get to their big numbers, so they will just take the mil damage. 1, 2. Okay, now they got some sauce to play with. All right, my triple D2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got some 6 drops, so they got no enemy in cover, so don't do that yet. That's the same thing. I keep thinking I'm gonna play these 6 drops, but not quite. Oh, this guy, Scout. Okay, so I play Scout, which is a troop. I get to draw 1 from Lieutenant from the troop deal, and then deploy. I get to draw 2 more because that's the ETB. I'm back to 8 in hand. That's a full grip. That's a grip. But there is no full grip in this game because you can have unlimited cards in hand, I believe. I'm pretty sure. All right, so that's 8 in hand. And yeah, that's my turn. All right, so their turn. Triple D. Oh, at the start of your turn, the enemy players dealt 1 direct damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover. They don't have any. But what is mine? No, I forgot. When a friendly unit moves in enemy cover before the enemy declares any blocking unit. Oh, we won't worry about it because I've been decimating them. All right, so there go. Triple D, draw, discard, or deploy. They'll probably definitely deploy this time. They got this 6 drop. They don't want to use that yet. Same guy. They only have 1 6 drop, so I guess they'll use it. I could do that. Any Reaver drop. What is this about? When you deploy another unit, you may move this unit from your hand to reserve. They just drew that, I think. We deploy another unit, you may move this unit from your hand to reserve. A friendly unit gains +2/+2, and then you may discard a card. It's Frenzy. They got nothing on field, so let's say that they just play stupid and they'll just play something. Maybe they'll do that deploy, kill an enemy unit that is suppressed. I don't have any. So Blau. You only get suppressed when damaged but not killed and reserved, then it's tapped. Yeah. Alright, they play that, then they get to cheat this one in. When you deploy another unit, you may move this unit from your hand to reserve. They got 3 in reserve now. And that's Triple D1. Mac Dre, move in the cover, attack in the cover from reserve, or direct attack from cover. Move in the cover, attack in the cover, or direct attack from cover. That'll move in the cover. They can hardly get past that 6, but they do have that though. Will they want to use that? Let's say they won't. And then they'll move in the cover. Whether that's smart, I'm not sure. But, alright. Each thing can activate one time. So they did that. That's their Mac Dre phase. Then they go into their Triple D2. Draw, discard, or deploy. They got 4 in hand. They don't want 5 in hand. They don't want to discard. They'll deploy. Yeah, they'll deploy. They'll play Grenadier. 2/2, deploy. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sniper Drone. I don't have anything that's getting discarded. I don't have anything that's getting suppressed, so they'll just go ahead and discard this one to draw 2. 2. Okay. Alright, that's that. My Triple D1. Draw, discard, deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 in hand. Can't really do anything with that 8. I can do this. Choose up to 3 friendly units in reserve or cover. Deal damage to an enemy unit in reserve or cover equal to the combined attack value of the chosen units. The guys all really suck. But I guess I'll just use it since I want to not have 7 in hand. Not have 8 in hand. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. Coordinated assault. 2 + 3 is 5. Let's go ahead and wipe out this drone. Wipe out the drone. Kind of a waste. Deploy is play a card. Okay, Mac Dre phase. Each unit may activate one time, so I will move in the cover. No. I can move in the cover. I could attack in the cover. Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack in the cover right here. So that's 2 on their 1. Now they could block from there if they want to, or they could fall back. Now the attacker swings their full value at every unit that it's hitting. So This scout will hit this for 2, that for 2, that for 2 if they block, if they triple block. But their combined attack only hits that guy. So to overcome that 2, they would need to swing 3. They would need to counterattack 3. Or they could use those type of cards, reaction card. So yeah, I'll swing the 2 over here at that wall into cover. They're gonna, instead of losing that unit, they'll want to use Frenzy, which is a friendly unit gains +2/+2, and then they may discard a card. I don't think they want to discard a card. All right, so now it's a 3 on 2. Do I have one I can play? Don't even have one, so I'll just take a loss there. Nicely played, Ghost Daniel. All right, so that's one activation I did. And then I'm not going to move you because I have troops to deploy. And then I will swing 6 direct attack from cover. They can block if they want to, but they don't have any more reaction cards. And they only have 3 attack on my 6 attack. They'll just go ahead and take. They'll draw 2. Mill. 1, 2. My triple D2. Draw. I'll deploy this 7 drop. Deploy, you may move a tactic in your discard pile to your hand. I will do that. Thank you very much. All right, so that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Tactic. Tactic is just an X card. I kill a unit in reserve. I could do a bunch of damage. I'd rather just kill any unit in reserve or cover is what I'd rather do. So I'll take that back. I'll take this one back to hand. Puts me back to 7 in hand. All right, Mac Dre phase. Moving the cover, attacking the cover. Moving the cover, attack from cover. Attacking the cover from reserve. Or blah, blah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack right here. So that'll be a 1-on-1. They could double block. They could play reaction. So what they'll do is they'll 1-on-1. Say they'll double block right here. That wouldn't be too wise because they will both die. So no point in that really. They could do this and then that one would live. Yeah, that'll be kind of wise. All right, so they'll double block there. Do I have a reaction? No. They don't either. So these will trade. This one still lives. I'm trying to think if that takes the wall spot or not. Okay, blocking. Block from reserve. After a unit is declared, the enemy player may choose a unit in reserve to block the attack. If a unit is chosen to block the attack, resolve the attack as described on pages 16 and 17 without moving either unit or deploying reaction cards. Okay, so nobody moves without moving either unit. Okay, cool. All right, so that one stays put. That was kind of a stupid attack on my part, but whatever. And then that's one attack. This guy activates, does the big steamroll of 6. They're gonna they have no reaction card. They're just gonna take it. Take 2 to hand. 1, 2. They got some sauce, won't stay dead. Move up to 2 units from your discard pile to your hand. And Wretch Horde. Deploy, you may move a Wretch Runt from to reserve while this unit is in reserve or cover. And it gains +1/+1 for each other friendly wretch in reserve or cover. Okay, wretch runt. Don't have any right now. All right, so yeah, that was my Mac Dre. Let's do my Triple D2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only thing I can really do with that is this, but kind of don't want to. But for the sake of not drawing more or discarding more, I will go ahead and deploy. So I'll deal 5, 8 to this lowly 2/2. Put that back in discard. Okay, now Mac Dre. I got 6 in hand now, so Mac Dre won't do anything with you. I will swing that 6 again. They'll take again. Man, that's putting them out of range though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll take again, whatever. 9 cards. Got a bunch of cards. Okay, they got another ambusher, so they can cheat that in. So, all right, now my Triple D2. I got 6 in hand, so I'll play. I still don't want to play you yet. Still don't want to play these guys because I want to kill them when they get to cover, but they're not really getting the cover right now. Oh yeah, and then this isn't a unit anyway, so I can't do that anyway. These units, these cards, these tactic cards look like units because it's clearly a unit. But it's a unit doing a thing. I guess I'll draw then. All right, got a 1/7, nice. Yeah, that was my Triple D2. Their Triple D1. They can play a bunch of stuff now. They'll play Cantus, 7-drop, and then while this unit is in reserve, when another friendly unit is killed, you may draw a card, Cantus. I'll put a reminder on Cantus. And then when you play another unit, you may move this unit from your hand to reserve. Do that. That's their deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, they really couldn't afford that. Well, no, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they couldn't afford that because they need 9. They've got 9 cards in hand. All right, so instead of deploying, they're gonna have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So instead of deploying, they're gonna discard. You know what? They got the any, so we'll just do that. Move a unit in your hand to reserve. Any. They'll kind of waste that. They got a versatile spread of cost. They just moved this big boomer out there, so 5/5. And then they'll cheat in the Wretch Horde. No, they'll cheat in the Wretch Ambusher. Okay, Triple D1, Mac Dre, moving the cover, attacking the cover, direct attack from cover. Okay, do they have any? No reaction cards, so moving the cover. Moving the cover. Moving the cover. They still can't fade that 6/6. Moving the cover here. Okay. And then Triple D2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll deploy Cyclops. While there are no other friendly units in reserve or cover, this unit gains +2/+2. Okay, that's not going to be for a while, unfortunately for them. Okay, my triple D1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Well, hello, kids. Oi, mateys. And then SpongeBob song. Alright, 4/4 deployed. Not a troop. And McDre phase, move in the cover, attack in the cover from reserve, or direct attack from cover. Move in the cover, attack in the cover. And then I'm thinking I can occupy both sides of a wall, right? Sounds like that's what you can do. Move in the cover, attack in the cover. Move in the cover, attack in the cover. Yeah, let's attack there. So I'll go 4 on a 1. Four on a 1. They can triple block if they want to, which I think they will, just to spite me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on 4. And then I'm going to hit all of them with 4. They get first chance on reactions. They have none. I have none. We trade. This one dies. All 3 of these die. That was a kind of good trade on my part, I guess. That's that activation. This activation. 6 on a 6 on nothing. They can't block anything. So they'll take the 2 damage. They got nothing in reserve to block. 1 card. 2 card. Man, and then it's supposed to be like a 30 card deck or something. But maybe it gets more cards between turns, between rounds. I don't know. All right, my triple D2 now. I got 6. Perfect time to drop this. Planted grenade. Kill an enemy unit in cover. Bow. Get rid of that fool. Kill an enemy unit in cover. 5 in hand now. All right. Excellent turn. All right. Daniel's turn. Triple D1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll go ahead and deploy this Cantus finally. While this unit is in reserve, when another friendly unit is killed, you may draw a card. That's a 2/2. When something else is killed, they get to draw a card. Triple D1. McDre. Move in the cover, attack in the cover from reserve. Or direct attack from cover. Attack a unit into cover, attack into cover, but there's nothing. Yeah, so attack into cover, there's nothing to attack into cover, so they will move into cover. Yeah, move into cover. I mean, they might want to fall back, kind of like my lieutenant is doing. Let's say that they want to do that. They might want to do that. They might want to do that. And they'll do nothing on the McDre. Triple D2. They will definitely deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was the 6-drop Hunter? The only 6-drop. So Hunter, triple D. Two 3s. And then deploy. You may choose an enemy unit in cover and move it into reserve. The chosen unit is suppressed. Okay, they'll definitely do that. So you may move a chosen enemy unit in cover into reserve and then suppress it. Tap it. And then that was their triple D2. Guys unsuppressed at the beginning of their turn, so this will be untapped. Triple D1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got no 5 drops. I'll draw a card. Captain again. Move in the cover, attack in the cover, move in the cover. Triple D2. Guess I'll draw to be able to play captain next turn. Okay, rear guard, somebody new. While it's the enemy player's turn, this unit gains +1/+1. Alright, that's my turn. Their turn. Draw, discard, or deploy. They got 5 drops, so they'll deploy. Deploy the 2/2. Yeah, they'll deploy the 2/2. Man, you know what? Let's say that they do, and they want to swarm right now, so they'll deploy the 2/2. They could move 2 units from discard pile to their hand, but they'll just swarm for right now. Okay, now this is where it gets a little interesting. So, moving the cover, attacking the cover, direct attack from cover. The damage is persistent, right? Attack and defense. If the attacking unit kills the occupying, if the attacking unit fails to kill the enemy unit remains occupying the cover card, and the attacking unit returns unless it was killed during the attack. Now we're going to go over an occupied cover and resolve. Use the first recruit since the old heroism does too, which means the first recruit's attack and defense are now both 4 during this attack. The blah blah blah. The first recruit inflicts enough damage to kill the hunter, but thanks to the heroism card, the first recruit doesn't suffer enough damage to be killed. In return, the hunter card is moved face up to the locust discard pile. The first recruit moves into cover that was previously occupied by the hunter. The heroism card is moved to the discard pile. A unit occupying cover may directly attack the enemy player after the unit is declared. If the enemy player doesn't choose a unit to block, they suffer 2 direct damage. Regardless of the attack value, the attacking player still plays a reaction if there's no blocking unit. Direct damage, attacking the enemy player. Locust player, suppressed. Yeah, my question is damage persistent? Oh yeah, like, well, no. Alright, so they could move in the cover. They could attack in the cover. If they do 3 damage, 5 damage, 7 damage, that will be enough to overtake the 5 armadillo. Yeah, these are the questions that really cheese me off. Okay, damaged but not killed, you're suppressed. Okay, let's go to suppressed again. Okay, when a unit in reserve is damaged but not killed, it becomes suppressed. Units in cover can't be suppressed. A suppressed unit can't perform an action or be used to block an attack. Units in cover can't be suppressed at the beginning of a player's turn. Yeah, what I don't like is they're like explaining the attack phase and examples without just saying what it is. So my question right now is, can all of these hit this 5/5 to overcome the 5/5, or does it take one attack, then it heals up, or what? Attacking the enemy player. A unit occupying cover may directly attack the enemy player. After the attack is declared, the enemy player may choose a unit in reserve to block if a unit is chosen, regardless of the outcome. If the enemy player doesn't choose to block, direct damage, attacking the enemy player, attacking the hunter. Now we're going to go into an attack into occupied cover and resolve an attack. Use a fresh recruit to... But what about multiple people attacking one unit in cover? Okay, each card has an attack and defense value. Okay, in an attack, both units deal damage to the other card equal to the attack value. If a unit suffers an amount of damage equal to or greater than its defense value, the unit is killed and moved to the discard pile. Reaction cards effects only apply to the attack reaction that was deployed on. Once the attack is resolved, any reaction cards are moved face up. If the attacking unit kills the occupying cover card unit, then it's moved adjacent to the cover card after the enemy unit was removed, unless it was also killed. If the attacking unit fails to kill the enemy unit remains occupying the cover card, and the attacking unit returns to the... unless it was killed. But it doesn't say anything about recurring damage or... Yeah, it doesn't really answer my question. Yep, it's a shame. Okay, so let's try to think this out. Can this swing and leave damage on this guy, or does this guy fully heal between? Does the cover guy fully heal? A unit in reserve may attack an enemy unit that's occupying a cover card. When a unit is occupying a cover card, it can't be moved away unless a special rule dictates so. Unit deployment phase. Defender reacts, attack and defense. Each unit has an attack and defense when it may. Has any bonuses, then compares an attack both deal damage to it equal to if a unit suffers amount of damage equal to or greater to if defense is killed. Reaction cards. If the attacking unit kills the occupying cover card, it's moved adjacent to the cover. Moved unless it was killed. If the attacking unit fails to kill the enemy unit remains occupying the cover, and the attacking unit returns to the player's reserve. And then it just gives stupid examples, though. Units are only affected by rules on their player's side of the cover. The effects of these rules only apply to the unit in that cover. Other units are unaffected. When a unit attacks in the cover, it doesn't enter the cover unless it wins the combat. So none of that cover's benefits will apply to the attacking unit. Blocking units are never attacked by the rules of the cover. When a unit in reserve is damaged but not killed, it becomes suppressed. Units in cover can't be suppressed. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you. Alright, so we'll just... Man, how do we do this? Okay. So. You attack. Cumulative damage. Okay, let's say that this one wants to attack. 3 damage. Does it heal up after it takes the damage? Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll just go, this one attacks in the cover. 3 damage. Do I have a reaction card? No. So they'll do Hive Mind, which is a friendly unit gains +1 for each friendly unit in reserve or cover, which they'll get 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 for each friendly unit. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on my 5. They wipe the armadillo out. It takes the cover. All right, they played the Hive Mind. Cool. All right, that solves that, kinda. And this, we got over to that. Okay, this one will take cover. This one will take cover as well. All right, and that's that. My turn. Triple D, they'll draw. My turn. And back on me. Triple D1. They've taken the whole board over. They're almost milled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got a full grip, so they just need 11 cards to lose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could play this guy. I could draw 3 cards. Definitely don't want to do that right now. Play my captain out. Pretty much the only thing I can play right now. Yeah, only thing I can play right now. So 7 drop, 4/4. Mac Dre. Moving the cover, attacking the cover. I'm just pretty much planning on leaving this guy here for the rest of the game. Because you can't move from cover back into reserve. Don't think so. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll attack. Oh yeah, this guy says when this unit is in reserve, when another friendly unit is killed, you may draw a card. I don't think any of their stuff died while this unit is in reserve. Plus it's not in reserve anyway, so yeah, just I guess I can remove that. All right, so 4/4. I can move these this way, really. All right, 4/4. At the start of your turn, the enemy players dealt 1 damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover, which they don't have any in my cover. Yeah, because they haven't gotten to really just attack yet. But all right, so not knowing what they'll have, I'll move in the cover. I'll attack in the cover. I'll go for this guy. So, no, actually, you know, they're both 2/2s, so I'll just get rid of this to put this in the grave just in case if they can recur it. So I'll swing the 4 onto their 2/2. They don't have any reaction cards, so I murk them, take the spot now, and then I could go ahead and kill this guy too while I'm at it. I mean, how many more kind of effects can I get from this guy? 2 more effects from this guy? Yeah, I never really dipped that low to 1 to 3 to play this guy. Yeah, might as well just go ahead and attack with him too. All right, so I'll attack there too. All right, they got no reaction cards, so that one perishes. All right, and I'm done. Go to my triple D2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. Yeah, then the game is right back in my court. So kill an enemy unit in cover. 6 drop. Do that, kill that guy. And Daniel's turn. Triple D2. They got 4 in hand. None of their stuff costs 4, so they'll draw to get to 5. They can't do anything with the Mac Dre phase because they have no units at all. I mean, on the field. Triple D2. They'll cast one of those 5 drops. They're getting really unlucky because they don't see, because they haven't seen a Wretch Runt at all. I mean, are the Wretch Runts in here? Oh man, where are the Wretch Runts at? Oh man, them things stay in the... Oh man, those Wretch Runts are the guys that... The Wretch Runts are tokens. Yeah, I'm playing for 2 people, so it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to keep up with. Wretch Runts are tokens. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they would have been playing that to get the Wretch Runts out because I'm like, they haven't ran into them yet. But no, those are the tokens. Yep, that's a full. Or anyway, they'll play that. They'll play a token now. Don't think they ever specifically said make sure that you keep your Wretch Runts on, basically like on the side of the reserve, but this is stuff you think of when you're playing for that player specifically. Where did I even put the Wretch Runts at? You may move a Wretch Runt to reserve. Chapter 4, not that. Chapter 3. Frag out and all them. Frag out. Alpha Wretch. None of that. Emergence Hole. Man, it's taking far longer than I thought it would take. I thought this would be a quick 45 minutes and out of here. Chapter 2. Wretch Runts, son of a gun. But it even says, like, the chapter cards, you're not going to use these again. But you're clearly using it again. I hate, like, rule books that are not well thought out, man. They said those cards are to be returned to the box, not to be used again in the campaign. I know I'm so angered right now. I'll go ahead and read it again. Chapter cards. Some cards have this symbol. Chapter cards. Like the Alpha Wretch. Some chapters will add unique cards to your deck known as chapter cards. These cards are shuffled into the deck during setup and removed after the chapter ends. Like command cards, chapter cards will not be used again in the campaign. Well, mother freaker, why am I using that when... Chapter 3 reinforcement, you may move a Wretch Runt to reserve. They could have said from the token zone or something. Man, but yeah, but that's the annoyances of people kind of rushing out games a little bit, whatever. All right, they could have been doing this a while ago, but anyway, they get to put out a Wretch Runt. You may move a Wretch Runt to reserve. While this unit is in reserve or cover, it gains +1/+1 for each other friendly Wretch in reserve or cover. Son of a freaking gun. All right, anyway. All right, that's their deploy. Triple D2, they did that. Now, my Triple D1. Got 5 cards. No 5. Nope, I do have a 5 drop. play you out. I could have did the thing if I wouldn't have moved them, but it's good that I moved them. While this is while it's the enemy player's turn, this unit gains +1/+1. All right, that's my Triple D1. Mac Dre, moving the cover, tagging the cover, direct attack from cover. What does this have? May move a restaurant while this unit is reserved. It gains +1/+1 for each other friendly Reds in reserve or cover. So this one gets a +1/+1. It gains +1/+1. So that's a 2/2. That's a 1/1. I'll start by swinging my 4. They can block or not. They don't have any reaction cards. They'll choose to not block. They'll take 2 damage. 1/2, taking them down to 9 cards. This is a token. Okay. Then I'll feel a little froggy. I'll go ahead and swing 3 as well. They could block or not. They want to grow the horde. So they will not block. They'll just take 2 cards. Golly. There you go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards they have, and then I'm tapped out. All right, swung at my Triple D2. I think I did Triple D2 here, didn't I? Yeah, I Triple D2 there. Yeah. All right, their turn. Daniel's turn. Triple D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can't make those 8s come out. They can't do this 7 though. They'll do the 7. Reserve. And then Mac Dre. Moving the cover, attacking the cover. I can't believe the game doesn't say like if guys heal up after every fight. I know you can get suppressed, but that little thing that I was dealing with earlier, like if you have a guy on the cover, but then you have 3 guys trying to attack in the cover, if you attack once and hit for 4, then it's a 6/6. Do they retain that 4 damage on the wall, or do they heal up after every single fight? Would be nice to know. All right, so they're gonna move in the cover, attack in the cover, or move in cover or attack in the cover because they can't direct attack from cover. While this unit is attacking into cover, it gains +3/+3. So that's a good opportunity for them to take this out. So they'll attack in the cover, 4/4 into a 4/4. I got no reactions, so I'll take it. We'll trade there. Man, I should have moved on their side. I forgot to do that. But okay. 4/4. Moving the cover, attacking the cover. That would have gave that a +2, but now it's a +1 though. 2 into a 3. They'll just, this one will move in the cover. This one will move in the cover as well. All right. Triple D2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have no 6s, so they'll draw. Any. A nice reaction card they got. I'll just act like I didn't see that. All right, my go, Triple D1. 4-drop. I'll play my 4-drop. Deploy 3/3. Mac Dre, moving the cover, attacking the cover. Use my 3/3 to attacking the cover. Do they have a reaction? 3/3 on a 2/2. They'll go ahead and use this. Friendly unit gains 3, so that's a 3/3 on a 5 deuce. We'll trade. I got no reactions. We'll trade. That goes away. That goes away. This goes away. I'll attack in the cover here since they've already used one of their things. So that's a 2/2 on a 1/1. They got no more. So that one's knocked out of the frame. And this one will go ahead and direct attack. And before it direct attacks, it's already on the wall. So it'll go ahead and go to enemy territory. And then it will swing 4. They got no blockers, no nothing. So they'll take 2 damage. 1, 2. They've only got a mere, 5 cards left? 4 cards? All right, game should be over in a second. Oh yeah, that token goes back to here. Token. I do have 3 tokens over here, yeah. Okay, that's on enemy lines. Triple D2. 3-drop. Don't mind if I do. When this unit moves from reserve into cover, the enemy's player is dealt 1 direct damage. Cool. That'll be nice to speed this game up. All right, their turn. Daniel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll drop a big boomer. Oh, shakes the board. 5/5. Mac Dre. They'll definitely. Yeah, like how does this go? So they're attacking into cover. So I got a 4/4 and they got a 5/5. How's that go? At the start of your turn, the enemy player is dealt 1 damage for each friendly unit in enemy cover. I couldn't have did my thing because they didn't have anybody on the board. But yeah, I know it's just a 5/5 on a 4/4, so I got nothing to do for it. So this guy loses. This guy comes through. That's their Mac Dre, Triple D2 for them. Triple D2 for them. They got 7. They have no 7 drops except for that any, which doesn't help them right now. Good for me. So Triple D2, they're not going to discard. So they're going to draw. They got a hive mind. I don't know what that does. I'm not going to look at it right now. And my turn. Triple D. Deploy with 2 in hand. Mac Dre moving the cover. Moving the cover. And then attack from cover, direct attack from cover. They got nobody on reserve, so attack, they take 2, they take 4. They're fully milled. GG. Man, that thing took a long time. I still have questions. So I'll write my questions on the back. This stuff bleeds through, so I'll write this in pencil. My question is, if 3 guys on reserve swing into, if 3 2-2s on reserve swing into 1 5-5, on a wall, does the damage accumulate between attackers, or heal up between each single fight? Yeah, that's a question for the folks at home, or what I'll ask Steam Forge Games, I think it's called. Yeah, Steam Forge Games. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and read the stuff for after chapter 3 is done. So, all right, so Daniel won the first game in real life, and me as the cogs, I won the 2 fake games, the 2 solo games. Okay, chapter 4, the China shop. New rules. There's no prelude thing to this one, because the last one had reinforcements. Players should take the next 14 cards. Reinforcements. Alright. I think we're safe to just go into chapter 4 without doing anything. That'll be great. That'll be fantastic. Alright, man, that was 2 whole hours of my life. But that's what's up, though. I still enjoyed it despite all the rules unclarity. Alright, but if you got the answer, please let me know before I ask these folks. And I gotta look at the rule book a lot. But yeah, Foyo Games, like, comment, subscribe. Be on the lookout for that chapter 4, Gears of War, the card game.